So, Sheikh, I wanted you to give me the guidelines on when we write an Islamic fiction novel which promotes Islam and has a good moral value. Like, what are the guidelines we need to follow, especially when there are women characters, like Muslim women?
Novels for so long, yani almost every single day. The last thing I would like to do is to write a novel for you, and which is not rocket science. It is doable. But it takes time, it takes a lot of lattes and maybe green tea and the likes to just come up with an idea and put it in a scenario. Guidelines are, number one, don't do anything haram. So don't provoke people's desires by describing women. Yes, Fatima came, Aisha left, she sat on the sofa, she spoke to him, she presented the food. There's nothing in that. But the moment she started brushing her long black hair. It was like silk, reminded me of a summer's night. Duh. And then you start saying, or she started changing her clothes. And I have to put asterisks. I can't, this is a family show. But I could do that. But this is not what a halal novel is. So mentioning that there were women, that's fine, but the moment you go into details, or they held hand, or they exchanged glances in the night, I don't know what else could happen then. Your imagination could flare up, which is something that is un-Islamic. The issue of intimacy. A couple, a man and his wife, they flirt with one another. They play with one another, but they don't have actual intercourse. They do not have the actual penetration. They're just kissing, hugging, etc. So, do they have to perform ghusl? The answer is no, because ghusl can be obligatory, providing one of two takes place. Either the penetration, which is known as intercourse, or ejaculation of many, of semen. So if a person ejaculates, man or woman, while intimacy or alone or nocturnal emission or whatever, as long as there is ejaculation, ghusl becomes mandatory. He cannot pray, she cannot pray, or touch the Qur'an or read the Qur'an. They have to have their major ritual bath or ghusl. Other than that, the answer is no problem. So kissing and hugging without intercourse, without ejaculation, does not require ghusl. However, if there